They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now is the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned to come. What? Why do I have to spend Gil at the edge of the universe? I mean, come on. Really? Greedy capitalists? Alright. With luck, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan of action. A chance to gain audience with several dragons ere we return, though I expect their tales are much the same as those you heard. We would hear what the dragons had to share with you, even if it's no different from what they told Urianja. It would have value. Good to see you made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes. Did your exploration prove eventful? Converse with any dragons? Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Not in a positive way. That's for damn certain. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Secondhaft, Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us somewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loperits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. But Meteon told us before that emotions dictate reality here. Might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is we have no way forward. At present, aye. If it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons but the dragons that holds us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be, mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. Because Ultima Thule's architect Meteon herself against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair, far more potent than most, potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. Then I shall guide thee, Allend, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Yes, Estinian? We'll have words. Or not. Okay. Oh, back to over there again. You know, I thought it was this guy, because he's staring into the water, but no. We gotta traverse all the way across the dark, dismal land once more. I mean, talk about Diablo, right? I mean, this very much so looks like Diablo, or the center of the planet in Final Fantasy VII, when you're approaching Sephiroth in his angel form, I guess, Bizarro form. You head to the live stream and you're on platforms that look very much so like this. And in fact, you're fishing. Are you seriously fishing here? Okay. What are you gonna fish? A despair fish? Like, what? Oh my goodness.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
Oh. Are you gonna go? There we go.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
See Estinian showing, like, his soft side now. Good character development.
So,
Waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed and our souls corrupted. The winds are still and the heavens offer no comfort. Shit! Sorry.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star.
Indeed.
One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
'Tis true. And we keep discovering more, too. Our kin on another star. And yet, upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? Yes.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred. It's pretty crazy, actually, that dragons are being portrayed as genuinely peaceful and peace-loving. That's
Had your brethren
awesome.
made the self-same choice, my family might still be alive.
Except you guys were the people were the ones.
Lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict.
Literally, humanity brought the conflict to the dragons.
No, you must be willing to confront it.
Alright,
To stare into the face of your foe and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
I mean, the tough love part, sure, I'll give you that.
Estinian!
Stay back.
tire of war. We tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
What? Are you sacrificing yourself now? Oh wow, so we're just gonna sacrifice the entire fucking party all the way up to
No.
Meteon?
Not Estinian too!
Wow, this isn't good. This is dark.
There's a wind.
This is not good.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
That's his boyfriend. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like some sort of more bromance.
Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Like, that's his... Maybe boyfriend is maybe crass. But like a brother then. Certainly something more than just an ally. Damn. I'm actually kind of curious now. We'll wait until this cutscene drops so I can Google it. But there's more of a connection between those two. That's friggin'... Dude. Okay, fine. We'll go with surrogate brother. That's what the internet says. Still, if you just lost your big brother, or presumably lost your big brother, you'd be pretty messed up about it too. Damn. That's... Jeez. I don't want... I can just see that by the end of this, it's going to be me versus Meteon. But is the Scions literally going to be completely sacrificed? Like, are we going to guess the order? Graha next, followed by Ishtola? Like, what the hell? This is literally the worst. As by the beating of mighty wings doth wind blow, where dragons may ne'er again touch the sky, he in the shade he bore shall soar free. The wind has stayed the fog that covered this island, and the air, it no longer feels quite so stifling. If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, that's what had to be done. Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? That's what it seems to be. Look there, the wind. This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should be able to ride its flow and see where it leads. Alley-oop. That's gnarly. So beautiful, too. A powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other Scion should arrive ere long. A dark void, crystal-looking thing. willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair. We mustn't either. Alice is right, we must press on for their sake.